Hey guys, today I want to show you how to actually do a constructions assignment. We're going to have several of these, so this first one I'm going to show you what you actually need to do for it. When you open up the assignment, you'll see a couple links, construction tools. This is actually the assignment link and a doc. So I'm also going to post this video on the first one, but for the most part, you need these three links right here. If we look at it, the constructions tool, this is where we're going to do our work. Construction assignment, this is where our problems are going to be. And the doc, this is where you're going to answer everything. So it starts off with just the basic problems and step one. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in what you did for step one and then put your screenshot right there. I'm just going to go through and show you how that works. So I'm going to start by going with the example problem. I'm just going to do this one. If we navigate, you'll have problem one and problem two on the different pages. So you just navigate to them. But right now I'm doing the example problem. So I'm going to click and drag. So I'm holding down my left click. If you're using a touchpad, I'd highly advise using your thumb to click and your pointer finger to move. You should see this on your screen, how it's kind of hovering over everything. Then you're going to need to come over here to where it says construction tools. Make sure you're inside the area of the construction tools and not up here. Because if you let it go right here, it's actually going to open that image, and that's not what we want. We want to drag this tab, go down, and let it go. Then it'll come on your page. And if you need to make it smaller or bigger, you can. I'm going to actually leave it about where it was originally. And now we can actually get to work. So you see your tools over here. We have a straight line, a pencil, compass, protractor, and a ruler or a straight edge. We're going to be dealing with the compass and the straight edge primarily. So I'm clicking my compass tool. So this says construct the midpoint of segment AB. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start by putting my compass on point A. I'm going to rotate this toolbar's in my way a little bit, sorry. I'm going to rotate my compass to where it's on the line, and I need to make sure it's just more than halfway. I mean, you could go all the way to B if you really want to, but you don't have to. Remember, for a midpoint, you just go more than halfway. Then lock your compass. Make sure you lock your compass because it's really easy to mess up when you're moving this around. So I'm gonna construct an arc above. So to actually draw, you need to grab up here at the top of the compass. So I'm gonna construct an arc above and an arc below the line. Now, if you want to, you can do a full circle. That's perfectly fine. After I have my two arcs or my full circle, I'm going to come over here to point B, and on this one I will draw a full circle. And there we go. But what did I forget to do? I have to undo that because I needed to take a screenshot. Undo that again. So there is the undo button right here. So right now what I want to do is make sure I take a screenshot of this first step. So depending on what kind of device you're using will determine what you do for a screenshot. We can go over that in more detail later. Snipping tool for Windows machines, Chromebook machines, you have that little shortcut sheet you should look at. But now I have a screenshot. It's saved on my desktop because that's how my Mac works. You have to go with whatever yours does. So what did I do in step one? Create or construct, really, I'm gonna use the word construct. Arc, I can't spell, above and below segment. Doesn't have to be perfect or nice or even grammatically correct. Just so you can kind of tell me what you did. And then here's my screenshot I just took. I'm going to drag it and drop it right there. There we go. There's step one. Now I'm going to go back to my construction tools. And I already have my compass moved over here on point B. So I am going to go ahead and just make that full circle now. And I'm going to take a screenshot. So every step you need a screenshot, and take a screenshot of everything you did. See, I went all the way down to the bottom of this circle. Go back to the doc. Go to the next line, the next cell in your table. Step 2, construct circle B using same radius as first arcs. Something like that. Doesn't have to be great. Just describe what you did. And drag and drop it. Now this is kind of this is going to be kind of big and cumbersome and difficult to look at, but you'll get used to it. So right here is going to be step 3. And what do I need to do next? I need to label intersection of arcs and circle. Again, it doesn't have to be great description. I'm more worried about seeing you do it. So I grab the pen tool and make a dot right there. Gonna make a dot right there. And I'm gonna name them. Let's name them X and P. So you want to get experience all up. Take a screenshot. Put it in there. Get out of my way too far. So, depending on what kind of machine you're using, it might take some getting used to. But this is the basic process for a constructions assignment. If you run out of cells, hit Tab, and you'll open up a new one. Unfortunately, the image drops down here, so we might have to get out of the table. We'll see in just a second. I might have to format that differently. Now it says construct the midpoint. So what we need to do, I need to move my pencil or my compass out of the way. I need to get my straight edge. And if you notice, you can grab it and move it, turn it upside down, but that doesn't really matter for us. What we need to do is rotate it. So this will take some playing with. You want to rotate it so that the ruler goes through those 2 points pretty nicely. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it's pretty decent. And then we're going to make a dot. I'm actually going to change the color. You don't have to. Where are you going to put a dot? We're actually going to make a line right there. And I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot. Actually, I'm going to name it first. Let's call this Z. Oops. So that ruler there is going to force me to go along with it if I don't go far enough away. So I might actually, well, that's weird. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to name that point C apparently, and I'm going to put it right there. Screenshot. Most important thing, I need to see that ruler lining up nice and neat. And your little mark right there. And where did my cursor go? Oops. Anyway. I hope I'm sharing with you. So there's my cell. Step 4, I think we're on. Label midpoint C. Sure, whatever. And again, it doesn't have to be great instructions because I can see what you're doing. I'm like, okay, yeah, you lined it up nice and neat. Good, good. There's the mark. And that's about it. So if you have any questions, just ask. But that's the basics of how you're going to be doing a construction assignment. Oh, let's go ahead and tell you how to get to the next problem. So if you have another problem, easy peasy, click on it, come over to your constructions tool, clear it off, and you can unclick the tools if they're in your way. You can just drag and drop it right on top of it, and they'll just put the new image on there. All right, that's it. It worked.